What's going on, everyone? It's Zigzag here and welcome back to another Geoguessr video. This week I'm playing in Georainbolt's next big tournament. I believe this one's $1,500 and it's going to be a World Championship tournament, meaning that all the teams have to be from each specific country. Of course, I'm going to be playing in Team Australia. I think we've got pretty much the best Australian team we could field, and we're going to be going up against Team Hungary in round one. Should be a really interesting match, and it's all going to be played on an improved world. So I'm going to be practicing a little bit now. I'm also going to stream just before the tournament, so about when this video goes up, I should be streaming on Twitch. And then also, of course, you got to check out the Rainbolt stream later tonight. So guys, go follow the socials in the description so that you can keep up to date with me. And I say let's get straight into some country streaks here on an improved world, which is the map that we're going to be playing. Also, this map now includes the new India locations. So hopefully we are able to catch a few Indias in this game. And maybe we will. Okay, anyway, the first round here is seeming maybe Spanish, because we don't have any blue strips on the plates, and occasionally you do see that kind of thing in Spain. I'm just wondering, would that actually fit for a Spanish sign here? You know, this round is not actually entirely easy. We've got a short antenna here. We've got like a metal pole. This is never Tunisia, surely. I mean, that number plate kind of looks dark, but that one's like a normal white one, so I don't think so. I really don't, but yeah, I guess it could be. Okay, well, I think that's another black number plate. Maybe I should go for Tunisia here. Kind of a strange round, but I think the pole is actually Tunisian, so maybe this is just somewhere in Tunis. Wow, and it is 7.7 kilometers away. I was really going to go Spain there. Glad I didn't. Okay, next one here. Very, very wintry. I think this should be somewhere in Bulgaria, but I certainly could imagine any of the other winter coverage European countries as well. Okay, looking at these trees here, I think I do marginally prefer Bulgaria over, for example, Hungary or Czechia. Czechia is a good shout because it is so, like, kind of rolling and hilly. Yeah, it is a pause for concern here. I think I'll still go for Bulgaria anyway. And it wasn't Bulgaria. Okay, very nice. I don't really know. That's just kind of a hard round. There's not much going on there at all. This map is definitely harder, for example, than Diverse World or something like that. Okay, here we are in Indonesia. I think I like Borneo. I mean, I think I like Java with these roofs. I think the roofs look quite Javanese, or I could be wrong about that. We'll find out very soon. I might go near Jakarta here. Ends up being, yeah, just over in Sumatra. That was my other thought. That's why I went the Jakarta side. Okay, not terrible, but not great either. And this one seems to be yellow line. Why do I feel like this is a bit strange? That sign almost looks a bit Mexican. Oftentimes the arrow in the center for a Mexican sign is quite thick. So I am thinking of Mexico here more than anything else. It's interesting that the car's lacking an antenna, but that could certainly still make sense. Other thing I could think of is Ecuador here. But that board looks much more Mexican, so I think I will go for Mexico here. Ends up being a good guess just in the south of Mexico. Okay, next one here, we're back in the Middle East. I think this is based on the poles, maybe. Actually, let's take a look around. Black car, okay, so it is Jordan. That's what I was going to say. And so I imagine we're just in the Amman area here, somewhere about there. It felt like a big city. Okay, it was actually Jerash. Okay, so we are at 22,000, which is definitely a good start. I mean, let down by the Indonesia, which was definitely a subpar guess, but, you know, not too bad at all. Okay, next one here, we are in North America. It feels rather cold, so it's going to be northern of some kind, I imagine. Something White Deer Lake or something like that. Yeah, something 1 mile. Okay, so I'm thinking of United States because we're not using the metric system here. At least it appears we're not. It could be still Canada, but I'm going to go for Maine here because it felt so cold. And it's just down in Pennsylvania. Okay, not a bad result. Next one here, white center lines is interesting. This is an interesting round. I think it's UK. These longer dashes are definitely typical of UK, France, and this one is probably a bit too cold looking for France. Although, I also think, like, we've got a lot of, like, kind of metallic poles here. That's not exactly typical for the UK, so I'm kind of confused, but I think this is Scotland. It feels very cold. I could see it, like, being, like, a really weird Galicia or something like that in Spain, but no, I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't really see where else it could be, so I'm pretty sure I'm right here. And, okay, it was just in Wales. Snowdonia definitely makes sense. That's why it looks so cold. And so, next one here, we've got low camera, yellow dashed inner lines here, driving right. So this should be somewhere in Taiwan. Given the fact that it kind of feels a bit strange and it's flat, I'm thinking of going Penghu here, because I'm pretty sure Penghu often has quite low camera. A good proportion of the time. So could we actually get a crazy score here? I mean, let's see if we can actually find a road that kind of fits the right angle here. Is it going to be a main road? It doesn't really feel like it's going to be a super main road, so maybe it is too hard, but who knows? It could be something like that. Let's see it. And okay, it was actually in Kinmen County. Maybe I was thinking of that. I'm actually not sure, but anyway, it was one of the islands, so that still counts as the correct country, of course. And the next one is in Australia, and okay, so this little leaf on the camera should mean that we are somewhere on, is it the Stewart Highway? What's this one called again? It is the, please load, the Stewart Highway, and I anticipate we're going to be somewhere around here. And there we are. 1 kilometer away. Should have just clicked on the intersection because it looked like an intersection. Regardless, here's the next one. These are French signs, I believe. A little bit shorter, and also this like kind of black intersection sign is definitely different style to most other countries. And so they're French bollards as well. Nice to confirm. And was actually a decent guess as well, fairly central there. So 21,000 again, definitely playing quite nicely here. No complaints at all. So yeah, should be interesting to see how this tournament goes this evening. Obviously, if you're watching in the future, you can probably check out another one of my videos where I'll do a recap of it, but that should be coming up in the next few days regardless. But I wonder, like, we're on the same side of the bracket as Steek, so Team Netherlands is going to be hard to beat, the Dutch teenager himself. Anyway, this one should be somewhere in, like, Lecky or Lagos. I actually think maybe just Lagos. Yeah, it ends up being 11 kilometers away in Lagos. Okay, nice. This one is easy Argentina, black card, double yellow lines. I don't know how far south it is. I'm just going to kind of click in the center of the country here. Ends up being, yeah, quite a bit further north, actually. Okay, next one. Outer yellows and yellow plates is an easy combination to make Israel, and it was around Tel Aviv. And this one is maximum. Okay, we got French. That should mean we're in Quebec here. Yeah, I'm definitely liking Quebec a lot. We're liking front plates as well, so that should be all but confirmed, right? And yeah, we've got cold climate trees. So that definitely, like, excludes any possibility that we'd be in, like, a weird Louisiana or something like that. Okay, next one here, we got the black carp with the short antenna. This one will be somewhere in Tunisia. And let's check out what we've got. Do we have the, no, we don't. Okay, we can just guess here. Definitely had southern vibes. Should have guessed further south. But we're on 15 country streak here. Definitely going solid. I'm trying to level up my country streaking skills, even though I haven't played too much of it recently. Regardless, with the Generation 4, this should be South Africa. Let's check where the sun is. Sun is directly north. And yeah, these poles are quite South African looking. I've heard there's a lot of Gen 4 around Kimberley, so let's try that. Ends up being a nice guess. Okay, nice. It's a working theory, that one, I think. We got the black car here. This should be Peru. I think I would have been tempted to say Ecuador had it not been for the Google car. So I do wonder if we could be more so up that direction. That's where I'm thinking of going here, to be honest. And yes, it is 69 kilometers away. Okay, good vibes, good vibes. Next one here, I would say it is. I'm actually thinking Mexico, just because it doesn't seem super mountainous. Let's see where the sun is though. So the sun is definitely more so to the south. We could still be in Colombia. But I think Mexico easily more likely here. We have cacti as well, and that is probably more Mexican than Colombian. And that pole also feels good for Mexico. So yeah, I'm just going to go somewhere around here, and not even a bad guess. More so near Mexico City though. Okay, next one, we've got the Filipino exclusive car. We can send this one pretty quickly. Didn't really think about where to guess there, but of course, it's hedging in the Middle Islands. You're never going to do too badly. And here we have the Hokkaido arrows, so we can guess somewhere up there. And, you know, I guess, looking for any road that kind of fits here. I don't really see any off the bat, so let's just go here. Not really sure. Okay, ends up being pretty close by. So 22.5. We've been super consistent so far. Haven't dropped any bad ones, apart from the Indonesia's the only one I'm actually disappointed with. Everything else has just been fine. Okay, this one should be somewhere in... Okay, where is this actually? I'm not too sure. Okay, let's think about that. It's Cambodia. Is it single yellow line and this Google car with like the yellow stripe on it? I think this will be Cambodia. Something about it didn't really feel all that Cambodian to me. But yeah, we have like a kilometer marker, which is in the Cambodian style here. And these poles are also fitting. I was actually thinking Mexico off the bat, so kind of lucky. And it's so dry, maybe somewhere down here. Okay, ends up being all the way up there, but not a bad result, I guess. Next one here, we have a interesting Google car here. This is Nigerian with the black and yellow. And this one's often around Abuja, but Is it too green? I do wonder if this might be a bit further south. I'm going to try Abuja anyway. I think it's probably there. It's just a green Abuja. No, it's Ibadan. That makes sense. Okay, not to worry. We don't have to get the right region. We just want to get the right country. We've got a Colombian cross here. This one is in the middle of nowhere, I imagine. So I'm thinking that this probably looks like up here, doesn't it? Yeah, 4.8 kilometers away. That's the right road indeed. Nice, nice. Okay, this one should be Norway or Sweden based on this snow pole here with the white thing in the middle. We've got the long dashes on the outside of the road, so this should be somewhere in Norway. And it's very wintry coverage here. I think this might be southern though. No, it was kind of middle of the country. Okay. Next one here should be Eswatini. Pole looks Eswatini. Yeah, all these poles feel very Eswatini to me. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure it is there. The mountains definitely make more sense than South Africa, don't they? And so, yeah, we were just kind of in the center of the country. Okay, another 21,000. Even with a poor Norway guess, we had two nice ones, the Eswatini and the Colombia. That's right. Okay, now we are on to a Queensland round here. Yeah, this just feels like southern Queensland through and through. Very green. Actually, I could see it being a little bit further north. Let's try around Bundaberg. I feel like it's that area. Okay, it was just in Brisbane. Next one here, we are in South Korea. We got the South Korean guard on the pole, and so I don't really know where to guess for this one. I'm just going to go central, and central is a good shout. Okay, nice. Next one here, we're on a 27 country streak. I have no idea what it would be to get on the leaderboards here, but it's probably a good triple or quadruple this. Okay, this one's interesting though. Where's the sun? Let's check out the sun here. So sun is to the north. We should be in the southern hemisphere here, in which case I think Brazil makes sense. I think it's like a coastal Brazil where the soil's not so green, maybe. I mean, so red. Okay, yeah, so I think Brazil makes most sense. If it's southern hemisphere though, there's not too much that it can be. I mean, it could be a weird Peru, doubtful. Indonesia? Ever Indonesia? I could see Indonesia as a possibility. It just doesn't really feel right. I think the trees feel quite Brazilian in comparison to Southeast Asia, but you know, I could be wrong. Some of these trees look fairly Asian, I guess, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be somewhere in Brazil. I just don't know where. So let's just go on the coast here, and wow, it was Colombia. That is tough. That is definitely tough. When you pass the mountains here, sometimes it looks so different to the rest of the country. So, okay, we end up with like a 27 country streak there, just as I was talking things up, and I'll do one more for the fans, bro. All right, so next one, we got white painted at the bottom of that pole. This is actually another difficult round. Do we have rifts? We do. Okay, so I believe this one should be Albania then. It's kind of difficult in the absence of any significant clues. But I think with the white painted at the bottom, that would be an Albanian thing rather than a Montenegrin thing. And yeah, I was right about that. Okay, nice. That was relatively difficult. This one is Australia, and I want to say it is New South Wales, but I'm not so sure where. Let's just go here. Wow, it was actually Queensland. That's a tough round. That's definitely a streak ender on an Aussie streak. Okay, this one should be Canada, I imagine. Actually, no, US maybe. Nope, feeling US now that I look all the way around. I can see Ontario. But I still think I prefer US here. Something about the road quality is kind of... You can definitely see poor quality roads in Canada, but I don't know, it definitely feels more US to me. So I'm just going to go with my gut here. And it was in Indiana. Nice. Okay, next one here. It is yellow plates everywhere. That would be some Hebrew, and so we can take that. It's a nice guess. Next one here, this is Eastern Europe, and we've got a concrete road. I was thinking of North Macedonia when I saw that, but as it happens, you don't really ever get the antenna inside North Macedonia, so we don't have to guess there. This pole top is very Czechoslovak, and so I'm thinking of guessing maybe Slovakia here. Unfortunately, the rest of the round is quite nondescript. Like, we don't really see too much architecture. We definitely see these mountains, which are quite dry. I was also thinking of Romania. Actually, look at that. We've got a Romanian pole here. Great. Okay, well, that really makes things easier. It was going to be a bit dry for Slovakia, I'll say that much. I don't think Slovakia would often look so dry. So we're on to 5 once again. Going quite solidly here. Overall, the accuracy has been good for a good omen for the upcoming games. This one should be somewhere in Cambodia with this car and the red soil. I think that's the only combination where you'd find something like that, so it's a good guess. Next one here, alternating hooks. Okay, where do I think of that? Okay. So do we have any rifts? We do not. Alternating hooks on the pole. I actually kind of like Romania again, maybe, but I could definitely see other things being possible here as well. Plate probably has a blue strip on it there. I'm not so sure, though. Yeah, okay, and these poles over here? They do kind of seem thick. They do seem a little thick, so... okay, well, it's not obvious to me, actually, where this one should be. I still think that that my call in Romania was most likely. Is it ever Serbia? Obviously, Serbia, you normally don't have the antenna. It's normally only around Belgrade area, and this is too mountainous for there, so it can't be there. Croatia's still possible. Croatia is actually possible. I'd kind of counted it out because of how mountainous it is, but there's certainly areas of Croatia that could look like this. This is definitely a difficult round. Okay, so one more turn around here. I don't know, I'm starting to like Croatia a little better, maybe. Would we see the mountains all sides of us like that, though? Where would we have to be here? We'd have to be kind of like in one of these valleys here, which is possible. And it doesn't really look like we have a blue strip, so maybe I will actually go for Croatia instead. I think I will. Somewhere around there would make sense. We'll see if I'm right. And okay, it was actually just in Bulgaria, so not a country I had properly considered, and we get punished. Okay, actually the alternating hooks, of course, that's definitely a Bulgarian thing, as it is a Latvian thing. Okay, so this one should be somewhere in Sweden, long antenna, I imagine. I'm gonna say it's fairly far north. Let's try that. And it is, relatively far north, so we'll take it. The next one here is going to be somewhere in, before I turn around, what is this? Yellow center lines. Is it just Nigeria? What am I missing here? Short plates. What am I missing here? I assume this can never be. Is it Cambodia? I mean, I guess it has to be Cambodia. It kind of looks like Brazil, so I guess it must be. But it's so mountainous, I just didn't expect it. Okay, so I guess we're like somewhere around here then? Wow, 12 kilometers away. Amazing. Okay, well, there you go. Next one here, I'm going to be somewhere in Thailand, I imagine. Or is it? No, it must be, well, I guess it must be Indonesian bollards then. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anything actually specific here. It's interesting. This road line kind of looks off-center. It's like this lane's way bigger than this one. I'm not getting distracted, though. These people, I could see it being either country, but I do think everything fits slightly better for Indonesia, maybe? Well, with the white center line, that would make more sense, wouldn't it? I'm pretty sure it does. Let's go in this island here. I don't know. Yeah, it was one of those lesser Sunda islands. Okay, next one is going to be somewhere in Baltics, is it? Not so sure. Russia? Maybe it's actually Russia. Short antenna Russia? I could see that. What's that greenish sign over there? I could see it being Lithuania still. Something like that. Maybe even Latvia. Maybe in Estonia. I don't know. Very rocky road. May actually indicate Estonia more so. It's not easy. It's not easy, this one. Okay, I'm running into some more difficult rounds now after a good start. That architecture does feel quite Baltic. And we have an A-frame pole over there as well, as far as I can. I'm going to go for, actually, this is a weird guess, but I don't know if the soil's ever this dark in Estonia. No, you know what? I'm going to go for it. Let's see it. Oh man, it was just in Latvia. Yeah, tough. Okay, well, not a bad effort. We at least got the bordering country, and it was definitely one of those hard rounds. Okay, next one here, we are going to be somewhere in Europe, and it's 0 score, so I'm going to go quickly here, and I am feeling like a good old... Yeah, let's go for like a flat Slovenia here. I could see that being the case. Okay, it was a flat Slovenia, nice. Next one here, it's going to be somewhere in Lith, and it was nice. Still yet to run into any of those Indian rounds, but this one, I believe, is Bangladesh. And it was even a nice guess for Bangladesh standards. Okay, we'll take it. And the next one is going to be somewhere in all the way far south. Is it actually... Maybe this is actually Peru. Yeah, it's actually Peru. We got a Peruvian. Okay, I was going to say it's like deep south Patagonia, but it's just going to be near Titicaca there. So that's interesting. Okay, next one here is going to be over here. Somewhere, Nakuru area maybe. Ends up being Nairobi more so. So 23.5 there. I should have tried a bit harder there. Yeah, but just a nice seed. Lots of small countries. Very solid. Cannot complain about a 23.5. That's always so satisfying. Alright, we'll end off the video when I end this streak, but who knows, maybe you'll be watching for another 20 minutes if I go cracked. Or maybe this is the last one, because it's not exactly easy. Is that plate a British Columbia plate? I'm gonna give that a go, why not? So if it was British Columbia, it would probably be this kind of area here, maybe. Yep, okay, nice. I've been around there. Okay, nice. Next one here, long antenna. Poles would remind me of Russia. Yeah, this is definitely Russia. I don't know where to get on ones like this. Go near Ufa, ends up being much closer to Ukraine. Next one is probably Bolivia. I think I prefer Bolivia here. This Kabla probably makes more sense with Bolivia as well. I'm just trying to see if there's anything actually specific here. Yeah, I kind of suck at Bolivia anyway, so I'm not so sure if that actually is. Yeah, I would say everything fits though. Why not? Why not? Let's just go for it. Somewhere around here, shall we? Eesh, that was correct. Okay, I was a bit worried that it actually was in Peru. Next one, single yellow and these tall bollards. Are these American, actually? Oh, what is all this about? What is this round, actually? Okay, so sun is definitely to the south. We're in the northern hemisphere. Could it be Mexico? Could it be like a really strange Mexico? No. This pole is very North American. Okay, so it has to be Canada or US. This does not feel like Canada to me. Unless it was like... Man, where would this be? Like a really weird British Columbia. I think this is the United States. I think this is a bait. I think this single yellow line is a bait. I was thinking maybe like Oregon or something like that. I think I've seen single yellow line in Oregon before. It's a weird round. Could it be like ever like Vancouver Island or something like that? Like all the way deep south here near Victoria or something like that? I don't know. Just throwing out ideas here. Of course, it could just be East Coast, but I kind of liked West Coast better. I'm not really good at my tree differences, but I think the vibes will get me there. Okay, well, yeah, I think I'm actually going to go for Oregon. I could see it being anywhere along here, to be honest. So let's find out. Oh man, it was British. Dude, I can't believe I called that as well. I mean, it's not actually Vancouver Island, but it's one of these small ones here. That's crazy. Well, it looks so warm. I mean, I guess it is, like, technically speaking, it is actually... well, I guess it's more on the Canadian latitude, but you know what I'm saying. It is right on the border latitude, so always going to be tough there. Well, let's finish out the seed, but that is a tough round right there. I mean, that's such an interesting one. This blur, I think I just like a Colombia here. That would probably make most sense. Oh, those northern Philippines ones. I think I could have gotten that. But anyway, there we go. Wish me luck in the tournament tonight, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this streak. I had a lot of fun playing it. I'm going to do well tonight. Some of these guesses were a little dodgy, but most of them were pretty reasonable. Okay, so thanks very much for watching the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Goodbye.